Today in Fortnite's Naruto update, we got a ton of new stuff, but I'm going to be giving you guys everything that got added in the update as quickly as possible. This is going to be an insanely short video for the amount of information that we're actually going to have in it. So let's actually jump right into the video. Now, to start it off, I do just want to mention that the golden styles for all of the crew member skins actually did get added to the game. Now, these things look absolutely amazing, as you guys can see them on screen right here. If you own every single one of these skins throughout the past 3 months, if you've actually purchased the Fortnite crew pack, then you will actually get all of these styles. And personally, my favorite is, of course, the Burning Wolf. But let me know which one of these is your guys' favorites in the comments down below. But that is not why we're here today. We are actually here, again, there's also this part of the crew pack, but that is an entirely separate thing. What we're actually here for today is, of course, the Naruto-themed item shop. And we actually do get a nice little trailer here that shows us all of the different skins that are now in-game. And I have never actually watched Naruto, so I don't know a lot of these references and a lot of the different things that they're about. But as you guys can see here, there's an entire custom item shop built around them. There are 3 separate bundles at the top where you can get the Shinobi gear, which is basically just the back blings, the pickaxes, some of the emotes. Then along with that, you can get the Sasuke and Sakura bundle. And then, of course, you can get the Naruto and Kakashi bundle. Now, along with that, we've also got a bunch of these skins on their own. These skins mostly cost 1,500 V-Bucks. The only one that's not 1,500 is Sasuke, and that's because he actually has his pickaxe included, which, by the way, this pickaxe looks absolutely amazing. So, honestly, I might have to pick up just the pickaxe. Actually, this is different than his, isn't it? So, the Black Ops sword seems to actually be different than Sasuke's sword, and I'm fairly sure that, yep, you unsheath the sword pickaxe from Sasuke's, what is that, Uchiha? I don't even know. I don't watch the show, guys, so I won't understand a lot of these references, but these are all of these skins in the Naruto update. Of course, we've got the main man himself, Naruto, and he actually does have 2 separate styles. I believe that this is like from the adaptation show, the second one. I could be entirely wrong here, but those are the Naruto skins in Fortnite. We also have the, like, Nine Tails glider, and those are literally all of the skins. So if you guys are going to be picking up any of these, then consider popping in code Gummyoshi. It is spelled out exactly as you see it on screen. Hashtag epic partner. So let's actually now move on to what we got in game. Now, before we do that, I do just want to mention one more thing. The locker has gotten a bit of a redesign. As you guys can see here, when you actually go ahead and click on things, you can now go to sort and filter, and you can filter by alphabetical. You can filter by the season that they've actually gotten released. There's a ton of different things you can filter by, which is honestly really cool. And of course, you can still always search whatever you want. And yeah, it's a pretty cool update, and not really that much to it other than the fact that you can now filter through the skins much easier and find what you're looking for a lot quicker. Now, of course, along with all those item shop skins, we also have a Naruto-themed battle bus, and this thing looks absolutely amazing. Honestly, this might be my favorite part of the update, because this thing just looks so cool. Now, along with that, we actually did get a few things in game, and the first one of these is the giant pyramid in the middle of the map. Now, this, in theory, is the last update of Fortnite Chapter 2. So, this pyramid may actually be in its final stages, but honestly, I would not be surprised if Fortnite does a hotfix that actually completes the edges of this pyramid and makes it look a lot more complete. Not saying that it doesn't look finished right now, but honestly, I think it would look a bit nicer with fully finished siding instead of just this empty abyss area where you can still fly into the middle. Personally, I like it because it gives it a lot more depth, but let me know what you guys think will happen to this area in the coming days. Now, along with that, in-game, we have also gotten the Mech funding boards, and these things are actually really rare to find. I honestly don't know where they are, so if I find one by the time that this video is out, there will be a pinned comment in the description down below for where you can actually find one of these yourselves. But do just note that as you're exploring the map, you may want to actually start funding the Mech. And oh, by the way, the Mech has no opponent, so it's literally just how quickly can we fund the Mech and how fast can we get to unlocking it. Now, you guys may have seen this from me walking over to it, but there is now a new Mythic in-game, and you guys can see it right here. It's the Paper Bomb Kunai. Let's actually drop all our other weapons just so that we're not getting in the way of this Mythic. But this thing can actually drop from chests, as you guys can see here, floor loot. Llamas, I'm fairly sure. I could be wrong about that one, but I'm fairly sure this thing will actually drop from llamas. And there is also a new NPC that is getting added. I'm honestly not sure where he is as of the moment, but in theory, there should be a Naruto NPC that is coming out relatively soon that also sells this item. But for now, if you're looking for it, then just go to anywhere that there's floor loot or chests or loot llamas, and then you'll eventually go ahead and find one. Now, as you guys can see, it actually has 3 charges, and if we go ahead and inspect it, you guys can see that it does 35 damage. Now, it homes in on enemies and sticks in walls. So basically what that means is that it's going to do a lot of damage to walls, which we will actually see. If we have a fully built metal wall, or not even a fully built one, if we have like a half-built one, it will eventually go ahead and explode, and I believe that it does 200 damage to walls. Yep, as you guys can see there, it literally almost broke a half-built metal wall, which is honestly really crazy. But we only have 2 charges left now, so if we go ahead and throw one more of these, then you guys can see we only have 1 charge left, and what's actually really cool is that you can see the little timer going down on how soon it will explode by that little piece of parchment paper. Honestly, that's a really cool little feature, and by the way, these things are homing, so if you're throwing them at an opponent, don't worry about aiming all that much, because it should, in theory, lock onto them, which is kind of crazy. But this is the new Mythic and Fortnite's update. Now, along with that, there is yet another thing. I know, crazy here. In theory, shopping carts should be back in the game, but I have not seen one myself. So if you guys see a shopping cart around the map, then go ahead and leave a comment down below, because the leakers said that the shopping carts should be back. But honestly, I think that they might just be back in the files and not in the game itself as of the moment. But yet again, if you guys actually do find one of these shopping carts, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. And this brings me into my final point. What good RNG from that chest. There's now a green combat shotgun in the game, which is, of course, just the same as all the other combat shotguns, except it's in the green rarity, and it obviously just does less damage. It's the same thing that we all know and love, except it's a lot easier to find. So this is literally everything that got added in Fortnite's Naruto update. If you guys actually did enjoy this video or find it helpful, then please consider leaving a like on it and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.